What's up, witches? What's going on? Say hi to each other.
Hi.
Come on in the room. What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully folks are having an okay time navigating over. Oh, we're in two places. Here we go. Yay. Awesome. Okay, let's see. What view do I want? Yeah. What's up, witches? Come on in here. Say what's up. Drop a little something in the chat. Say hello from wherever you are tuning in from. Say hi, say hi. Was everyone able to find this link from the new Coven community page? Did everyone find it on the event page? All good?
Okay, I found it.
You found the link, Cynthia? That's where you found it? Okay, good. Let's see, I think I'm gonna do gallery so we can see everybody. Hey, Betty, what's up, honey? Welcome, Canada in the building.
That's right.
Sweet, all right, she works, it works, awesome. Ahmad's getting his audio together. Welcome, welcome, we're happy to have you. Let's see, our shop witch Alexis is supposed to be with us, but she is stranded right now because of terrible traffic. I thought that was Alexis coming in. Terrible traffic. The Yankees game is going on, and yeah, so she's stuck in traffic. So she might be joining us via Zoom from the road. Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah. Hey, hey. Hey, Alexis, welcome. Hey, Heather, good to see you. Everybody send Alexis some extra love. She is stuck in traffic at a snail's pace, bumper to bumper, because of the Yankees game. So she's literally like 5 minutes away from the shop and can't get here because she's stuck in snail traffic. So let's send her lots of love and like forward energy so that traffic gets moving for her. All right. Welcome, everybody. Just giving folks a second to get in here. What are you saying, Betty? You're muted. What?
You're muted.
Oh, wait, you muted again.
Muted. Now you're up. Now you can.
As it's 4:20, am I allowed to do what I like to do?
Of course, you're allowed to do whatever you want to do.
No
as
judgment.
my mom says, none of us pay bills over there. So yeah, please do what you would like. In fact, if you guys were with me for the opening, the unboxing, I brought over the CBD fruit strips to share with the shop witches. So Alexis, come on, mama. I got some goodies for us. Okay. I already told her, I was like, if this is stressful, like I'm gonna get us some pizza. We have wine, we have cannabis, like it's okay. It's gonna, whenever you get here, we're gonna nurse you back to health.
So how did you feel, Allie, after taking the one this morning?
Good. It was very relaxing. I really like CBD. It works well for me. It helps me to sleep and remember my dreams. And I find it to just be very relaxing. Definitely different from THC. It's not like, you know, the same experience. It's a lot more of just like a relaxing body feeling. But it was nice. And I was glad that I enjoyed it right before the reading because I definitely felt like very grounded, very tuned in. It was like way late and I wasn't stressing about it at all, which normally I'd be like, shut up.
Are you leaving?
I was just like, I'll get there. I'll get there. So I liked it and it tasted pretty good. Me and Chelsea tried these guys with our mango flavor and they were delicious. So welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. I am so
Betty, I might.
You're excited too?
Sorry about that. I was just going to say I might partake with you. I have a couple of gummies in front of me right here, and I have something rolled up too, so I might partake with you.
Oh, yes.
I have been waiting all day.
This is the best part of the day, right? Yeah, I'm on my sadhana, so I'm supposed to be detoxing. But we'll see. We'll see. There are many more minutes left in 420, so we'll see how I feel by the end of the day. But for now, I'm just enjoying the gummies. So happy new moon, happy 420 to anybody who's celebrating, and happy launch day. Till 6 in the morning last night, finalizing everything. I think that all of the classes that are available for you guys, all of the downloads that are available are really beautiful. They're really thorough. They're really well done. Shout out to the shop witches for all the hard work they've been putting in. You know, we were working for a while on getting everything here in the shop. And so they all switched gears because I was like, hey, you know, all those amazing in-person classes we've been working on, how to make things and all that stuff. I need you to figure out how to get it online. And so everybody got to work, you know, making handouts and everything so that it could be delivered online. So shout out to the shop witches. Shout out to the other shop witches and leaders who have classes coming on the way, right? We have the intro to Baños, spiritual baths classes from Leslie that's already going to be dropping onto the portal in the next couple of weeks. We have the intro to sex magic for vulva owners classes. That's going to drop in the next couple of weeks as well. And then we've got some great classes from myself, from some of our new shop readers that are coming down the pipeline. So this is the place to be. And it feels so good. Like, I don't know if you guys have gotten a chance to look around, but everything just looks really nice. And it's a nice, fun, new place for us to be. I feel like it's when you go into like a new school building, like before everybody starts putting gum under the seats and stuff. Like, that's what the new online portal is like. Like, YouTube's like the old cafeteria, there's gum under the seat. But like now we have a nice new clean spot to start from. And it feels very much like the Facebook group. Like, people are already talking to each other, posting things that they're interested in. So it feels really, really wonderful for me to be able to put all of our energy into one place now. And we won't be kind of on YouTube and kind of over here and kind of over there. We have our own home right under bronxwitch.com that is totally dependent and free of whatever the algorithms are, whatever YouTube's doing today. We've got our own space. So I want to thank you guys so much. I am really grateful that all of you took advantage of getting into the Coven community for free. If you are just joining, you will notice that there is now a 33 membership for the whole year. Still super reasonable, but getting in for free is a little bit better, right? So I'm glad that you guys were able to get in free. That is my thank you to all of you. So many of you have been Coven members over on YouTube for so long. Shout out to you, Betty. I think you're officially the longest running Coven member. Yes, you are. So shout out to you, Betty. You have been so much support. All of you guys who've been a part of the YouTube community. We finally now have a space where those of you who've been interacting with BronxWitch stuff online and those of you who've been coming here to the shop we can all now be together. So, and my thank you to you all for making the transition was to make sure that you guys could get in here for free, be locked in, have this be our space. And then if you want to partake of things that are monetized, you can, but I wanted you guys to just make sure you got to. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to everybody. So we have a lot of folks in the room and more people will probably join us. So what I'm going to ask everyone to do is to try to keep themselves muted if they can, just so we don't have too much background noise, because I do want to walk you guys through a few things. And I also want to encourage you to drop in the chat where you are tuning in from. So if you have access to the chat and it's okay to type, drop down where you are tuning in from. It's helpful for us to know how far our online reach is actually reaching. And it's a great way for you guys to get to know each other. So drop your locations. You might find another witch who's local and you can, get to know them. So drop those in the chat. And yeah, before we get into like walking around the portal and anything that feels too much like work, I am going to crack the wine. Chelsea's working, we're shop witching. We've got folks coming in. But I'm pouring the wine, okay? Yesterday was St. Expedite's Day. Shout out to St. Expedite, one of the saints that we honor here at the space. So we had some sweet wine for him. So I said, you know what? Why don't we partake and enjoy? Hey, Jimmy, welcome, welcome. You're in the Bronx. That's amazing. I hope you get a chance to come by the shop. Jimmy, I wanted to shout out to you. You did the smart thing, honey. If you don't mind me putting you on Front Street, Jimmy went through and racked up before all the prices changed at 420. Jimmy was like, let me sign up for all the classes. That was the way to go. That was the smart move, okay? Because all of those classes that are not yet available, when they do become available, we don't know yet what the final price will be. We have a very low kind of lock yourself in rate for all of those things before 420. So if you were able to do that, that was definitely a smart move, smart move. Right now, all of the classes are available, whether they are a pre-order or whether they are published and the class content is coming, or they're already completed and ready to go. You can take the first installment of the Intro to Herbalism Herbal Journal course. You can take the first class in the Crystal Basics course, the Intro to Crystal Healing, and you can take the Pendulum Magic Masterclass, our first publicly available masterclass. If you want to take a deep dive into pendulums, working with them, dowsing with them, divining with them, how to choose one, what should it be made from, all that good stuff. We've got a pendulum masterclass that's available for you. And then there's a whole bunch of different downloads and ebooks and things like that that you can enjoy. A lot of the downloads and ebooks are also included in courses. And if they are, and you buy a download separately from the course, at the end, you'll get a little code for a discount on the course. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and let's say get yourself the Pendulum Masterclass ebook, maybe you just want to see the ebook, read the ebook. It's amazing. Alexis put so much work into it. It's almost 50 pages long, color. It's beautiful. So if you want to look through that ebook and then you decide you do want to take the masterclass, you can use the code at the end of the ebook for a discount on the class, okay? And everything pretty much works like that. So if you want to download something that is a part of a class, go ahead and do so. You're not going to have to pay for it again when you take the class because you can use your code to take a discount off, okay? But we wanted to make those things like separately available in case some of you are like, I just want to download, or I just want an ebook. I don't want to take a whole class. I just want to have the materials. Maybe you're working on a book of shadows. You just want to print some pages out. We made pretty much all of the downloadable stuff separately available. But if you enjoy them and then decide you do want to take the class, you get a little discount since you've already got the downloadable stuff. Make sense? So there's plenty to engage with, plenty of knowledge and information already on the site if you want to partake in that. And then we've got classes coming down the pipeline, and you can tell pretty easily what's coming down the pipeline. Some of them are listed as pre-order, so you know right away, okay, that's a class that's not yet available. And some of them are available, but they have some coming soon information for you, some surveys and some more information as the instructor is finalizing the details of what will be dropping. All right. So yeah, that's like what's going on right now. Alexis said, your prayers made it happen. Yay! Talk about magical. I'm like reading the message. How did you get through the traffic? Did it clear?
Yeah, there was like also a protest happening. So once that moved past, I was able to get.
Good job, guys. That is the power of manifestation. Cleared it right through because I was worried. Okay, get a cup. Grab a cup. We were just about to partake. I know. Thank you for tolerating our wildness, by the way. It's not always,
I love it.
it's not always 420. We're not always like
It's
drinking
fun.
wine.
No, I love it. I'm glad I came at the right day.
You came at the right time.
Right?
Would you like some wine?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you have to cheers with us. That's for you.
Yeah.
You're kidding. Perfect. Perfect timing. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. This is where the witches reside. So.
Yes. And dude, I'm here because I'm at it.
Yes.
Straight up.
We are here. Okay, you have your cup. You have your cup. We have one cup for Chelsea. Yay! Yay! You guys, it's a community event. I am really excited. What's your name? Amanda. I'm Ashley. Yes, I'm the head witch here.
I love that.
Yeah. Thank you so
Seriously.
much. Okay, we need wine. Yes.
For the-
Oh, okay. I should probably open it, right? I promise you guys I have not had any.
Ah.
Chelsea's getting her favorite. Wait, can you show your cauldron mug? How cute is this mug, guys? Yes. You getting to see the favorite? Okay, get in here. Let's cheers with all the folks. You too, Amanda. You're in the family too now. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to the portal launch. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for all your support. Woo! That's good.
For real.
That's good. I'm fasting today, so I'm literally in 20 minutes probably gonna be like
It's gonna be
completely
just for real.
slung. Cheers. Yay. Does anybody else have wine? Ooh. Oh my gosh, wonderful. Amanda's gonna take the pendulum magic class, which is now available online. We don't yet have a date for the pendulum class to be in person, you know? So the cool thing, one of the many cool things about the online portal is we can make classes available to you before we even figure out whether or not we're gonna have them here and things like that. So someone was asking, like, if you teach a class at the shop, is it automatically gonna be online? Is it gonna be online right away? What's the deal with that? And I think that's a really, really great question. Not all of the classes that we teach here at the shop are going to be on the online portal. Some classes that happen here at the shop are taught by folks who reserve the space and teach their own classes. So you might see things about folks teaching classes here that are technically not being thrown by HQ. So whether or not that instructor is going to be doing something online or not, definitely follow them so that you know more about that. And if we're able to share it with you in our mailings and in our posts, we will. Okay, but so classes taught by people that are doing things here probably won't make it onto the portal. And then some of our classes are really hands-on. So get excited because our new shop reader, Jay, is going to be teaching a build your own portable altar class. And she's going to be providing all the materials so you can come in and make your own little box altar that like lives in a book. It's actually super, super cute. It's going to be on May 6th. We're getting ready to start posting about it. Saturday evening, 4 to 6 o'clock. You just show up, you're gonna have all the materials and you're gonna be able to create a cool little secret hideaway in the portal altar for yourself. But that's not really something that we can do online because you really need to have the stuff, you know what I mean? So when we figure out if we can like send a kit to you or something like that, some of those more tactile classes will also get online. But just a heads up that it might be a little while before you see some of those types of classes on the portal. But everything else that we teach, the goal is to get them online to you very shortly after we start teaching them in person, okay? So just keep an ear open, keep an eye open, and of course the Coven community is where we will post about it first as soon as we know what's going on. And you'll also receive emails and notifications in the portal. So if you have created your account, you've gotten into the portal, you might have already gone into like the settings side to determine what types of notifications you want. I definitely encourage you to do that. You can go into your Thinkific account, go into the settings, and you can play around with whether or not you prefer email notifications. Do you want to be notified every time someone responds to you? Do you want to be notified when an instructor answers a question? Things like that, right? Of course, the system will automatically send you weekly progress reports. So for any class that you enroll in, you will get a weekly email telling you how much progress you've made. So if you've forgotten, you'll get a little reminder, oh yeah, that's right, I didn't finish the last module in that class. You'll get updates. And then you will be notified when you complete it. It'll tell you 100% complete. And then once a class is completed, you have access to it forever. That is what evergreen means. So that means you can go back and rewatch it, retake the classes. If you lost the download, you didn't print something out, it will always be living right in your student dashboard for you to go back to at any time in the future. Okay, so no worries about that. Once you're enrolled in the class, unless we explicitly say so, there is no cutoff period of access to the material. So you can always go back, okay?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Amanda. Blessed be. So are there any questions at the present moment? You can drop those down in the chat. While you're in the chat, I also want to bring your attention to a poll. Oh, wait. Okay, yes. Okay, so the last one had the poll. Okay, let's. You like the wine, guys? It's good. It's sweet, right? I usually don't drink sweet wine, but I'm like, this is perfect.
You should have had some of the Snoop Dogg wine.
The Snoop Dogg wine, have you tried it?
Yep, and I got an unopened bottle sitting in my bar.
Really? Oh my gosh, enjoy it. Today's the perfect day for that, I feel like.
Have you seen the bottle?
Yes, I have. It has his face on it, right? I think I've seen the bottle. Okay, I just put a little poll up for folks. If you are over by the chat, you might also now see the poll. It's called, what are you looking forward to? If you have a second to vote in the poll, I'd love to see your feedback. Are you most interested in the virtual classes? Did you join the online portal because you want to have access to online classes? Did you join because you're more interested in the Coven community, meeting other witches, connecting with people? Did you join because you know that being a part of the Coven community means you're going to get discounts every month, sales and special prices on classes and things like that? Or maybe there's some other reason that you want to share in the chat. So I dropped a poll. Go ahead and let us know why you decided to be a part of the online portal. And while everybody is doing that, I am going to show you guys around. You want a tour? We're going to take a tour. Can you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
It won't let you? Unbelievable. If you're on your phone, you might have trouble seeing the poll. Did you go into the more where it like shows you the chat and all that stuff? Yeah, okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Can you see the Coven community? Yes, all right. Awesome, all right, I'm gonna give you guys le grand tour, okay? Le grand tour. So if you haven't had a chance to look around just yet, this is an opportunity for you to get a little behind the scenes peek at what is going on also. Okay, I'm gonna record this so we have like a good view. All right, so when you go to bronxwitch.com/online, and I'll actually show you guys from that point, just in case. If you go to bronxwitch.com, this is our website. Got some really easy accessible buttons right at the front. When you click on events and classes, or you hover over events and classes, you're gonna see two options. One that you're used to, which is the in-person screen that has our in-person event calendar and all of the links to our in-person events. And then we have online, all right? And I wanna show that to you first because it's really important that you keep those two things separate, okay? Because every once in a while, we do have someone who signs up for an in-person class, thinking that it's online, or an online class and they show up here in person. We've had both happen, okay? So I want you guys to be very, very careful when you are going to the site. If you are looking for in-person classes, you wanna make sure that you click on the in-person classes and that you have a page that looks like this. It's gonna tell you right at the top where to go if you're in the wrong place and you're supposed to be on the online page. But if you are looking for in-person events and you're in the right space, you're gonna see our event calendar and look at all the classes we have going on. Go shop witches, y'all are killing it. Look at that, boom, 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 Saturday after Saturday and Sundays now, okay? And then right below that are going to be like a written breakdown of all the events as well as all of the links. So if you click on anything you're interested in, it will take you right where you need to go, all right? So that's our in-person. And then we've got online. This is the entryway to the online portal. It now says take a sneak peek, but very shortly it will just say enter the portal. All right. And here we have the front page of the online portal. Folks can click here to learn more about specifically the Coven community. We've got some freebies here for you guys, which have now switched over to paid because it's after 420. We've got a little breakdown of what you can expect in the terms of educational material. Okay, so in case you're wondering what these words mean, there are 3 different styles of classes or course materials that you're going to see on the site. There are classes, and a class is a video or audio presentation that is 30 to 90 minutes long, typically one module that has some type of a visual accompaniment, and then it will typically also come with some type of a downloadable PDF or a short ebook. Then we have master classes. So wherever you see master class, the pendulum master class, the meditation master class, these are deep dive classes. So rather than one module, these classes will have multiple modules, and each module might have a video, it might have audio, there might be quizzes or assignments, and there will definitely be some type of downloadable ebook or written materials to accompany that as well, okay? So the master classes might be a bit longer than class, but more importantly, they're divided into multiple modules because there's more that needs to be broken down than can be covered in one lesson. And then we have courses, and our courses are collections of classes. So one example of a course is our herbal journal course. The herbal journal course has several classes, one of which is already available, the Intro to Herbalism. The second class is being taught in person here on Saturday, Healing the Heart, and it will be available online shortly. And as time goes on, there will be more classes in the herbal journal course. And our goal is to make it possible, once all the classes are done, for you to either take each one individually if you haven't already been following along, or bundle them all together for one price. Okay? So those are the 3 different types of learning material that you have, aside from digital downloads. And then below that, you're going to see all of the different products that we have. It will usually just give you like a little preview, and you're going to want to click on view all in order to see all of the classes. And as you can see, we already have 3 pages of digital downloads, classes, master classes, and the first classes in our courses, okay? So you're going to definitely want to scroll through all of these to click on them, read their descriptions, get an idea of what they are going to entail. Classes that are already available are fairly obvious. Classes that are available for pre-order will have a little pink bar right there that says pre-order, okay? And pre-order classes are classes that are being worked on. This is an opportunity for you to lock in your price. We started at a low price, and then the instructor gets to work on it and develop it and become to a price once we know exactly all the material that we're going to be giving to you. So wherever you see pre-order, that is your signal to act now, okay? Because what that tells you is this class is still in the works, and therefore changes might happen to the price. I want to lock my price in. Okay, everywhere where it says pre-order, if you're interested in that class, I highly recommend that you do that rather than waiting for the class to drop, because the price will be different. And then we have 2 classes that are kind of in between. These are coming soon classes. That would be Intro to Sex Magic and Intro to Spiritual Baths. And when you click on those, you will see that the registration for these classes is now open. Okay, so pre-order is done. These classes are available. You can enroll in them. And when you enroll in the class, you're going to have 2 lessons already. These 2 lessons are an informational blurb that tells you a little bit about what to expect when the class does become available. And then there's a short survey just asking you some questions so that we can make sure that we make this class exactly everything that you want. But this basically lets you know that this class is already underway. So we've got 27 days before the Intro to Sex Magic for Vulva Owners is complete and up on the site. And the price here will not change, okay? Because this class is already open for registration. This is the price of the class. It is going to be $25 for you guys when you register, okay? If we go back, I'll show you the difference between that and a pre-order situation. So we'll go into the meditation masterclass pre-order, and you'll see for a pre-order class, there's no countdown. We don't have a date just yet. We know that it's on the calendar to get recorded and get up on there, but we don't have a date just yet. So this is your opportunity to lock in that low price. So once we open it up for registration, it will be at its regular price. And so you're definitely going to want to make sure that you do that. And when you pre-order the class, you're also able to participate in the surveys and get more information about what you can expect next, okay? At the bottom of every class, you'll be able to learn more about the instructor. This is true for your digital downloads as well. So if you're wondering who wrote this, you know, et cetera, you'll be able to learn all about the instructor. Of course, we have longer bios on the Meet the Witches page on the website, but in case you were wondering, this is going to give you some background. Hey, Anthony, what's up? Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you, dear. Glad you could join us.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. And then down below underneath the instructor, you will see a review section. I want to draw your attention to that right away, guys, because this is one of the most important things that you can do. If you feel like this online portal is valuable to you, if you feel like this is worth it, if you feel like the Shop Witches should continue to pour their energy and effort into putting as much of the things that we do here online for you, we really, really, really need your feedback. Hashtag Witches Helping Witches. I want you guys to write that down, put it in your phones, remember it, use it when you're posting on Instagram, when you're posting online. Hashtag Witches Helping Witches. That's what we're doing here in this community. There are no celebrities here. This is not the Ali show. This is not the Chelsea show. This is not the Alexis show, even though they're amazing, right? This is our show. This is a space for all of the witches. All of us are learning and all of us are teaching. You guys may not be making classes on the portal, but trust me, we are learning from you, okay? So this is a space where we are equals, we are sharing information, and we are growing as witches and getting stronger as a community together. And your reviews are super, super critical to helping other witches. Other witches need to know whether or not this class is worth taking. Other witches need to know whether or not I should bother to drop $5 on this download. Other witches need to know whether or not the Coven community is a space where people are truly connecting with each other. That is going to help them decide whether or not they want to be a part of this community and whether or not there's anything here for them. I really trust you guys and your viewpoints, especially this particular crowd that's in this Zoom right now. Many of you have been rocking with me, with the shop, with the other shop witches, pretty much from day one. You've seen the evolution. You guys are the best people to go to ask whether or not these things are valuable. So we really need to hear from you, and other witches that are coming to the community, they're going to trust you more than they will me, right? Because I'm the salesperson, right? I made this up. Of course, I'm going to be like, it's amazing. When you guys say, no, yeah, it really was amazing, this was worth it, it speaks volumes. And we all have been helped by advice, tips, tricks from other witches. Let's pay it forward to the next witch and give them the heads up about what to expect. So in every single one of these downloads, in every single one of these classes, even the ones that aren't available yet, you will see links to take you to leave reviews on your experiences, whether it be in the Coven community or on individual classes and downloads. I know it might sound like a small thing to mention that this like 2-page download was helpful, but it really does make a difference for the next witch who might be literally on day one of their journey and completely confused about what all this is and whether or not it's for them, okay? So please do read the reviews for each of the classes in order to, educate yourselves on whether or not you're interested in something, but also please do leave reviews whenever you engage in something because you are hashtag helping other witches, okay? And then inside of the product category, you will see that we have broken down the classes by categories. And this is going to really help us out as we put more and more and more classes in here. And we start to get 30, 40 classes in each topic. Being able to break it down is going to help you to find what you're looking for. But if you are lost in any way, you can always just type in the search a particular topic and anything with those tags will come up. So even if the word is not in the title of the class, If that word is tagged in the keywords for the class, it will come up for you. Okay, so that's another way to find stuff. Questions so far? Yes, Betty.
Yes, please. Can you repeat that hashtag one more time?
Yep, witches helping witches.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, hashtag witches helping witches. Feel free to use it when you are on Instagram and things like that. But most importantly, that's just sort of a motto that I keep in my mind, that
Yeah.
we're here to help other witches. And so when you're interacting,
And you know you have been a help.
oh, thank you.
We're what, 5 minutes into this presentation and you're blowing me away. I mean, seriously,
Oh,
great job. Great job.
thank
You know, I'm in
thank
advertising, so
you.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, good
Yeah,
job.
I could not have done it alone. Okay, shout
Great
out to
job.
Thinkific.
Whoever was
First of
helping
all,
you with this, fantastic.
thank you, my love. Shout out to Spirit, first of all, not to get all woo-woo on everybody, but I just want to say shout out to Spirit because Thinkific, this particular platform that I chose, is one that was brought to my attention many, many moons ago in my muggle life as a bartender, rockstar bar girl. If you wanna peek on the interwebs and find out what I was doing before BronxWitch was a thing, Google rockstar bar girl, 2 words.
You know, it's funny. I've never gone there and peeked. I'm going to go take a look.
Yeah, you can see. You'll be like, oh my God, she had red hair. Like, what was this person? Not the healthiest form of myself, but I learned about Thinkific during that time, and I created a bartending course and all this stuff. And Thinkific was just getting started back then, but I knew then that they were a good platform because they are completely dedicated to education, right? YouTube, Instagram, these platforms are more about getting people in front of you, which is awesome, but they're not necessarily built for classes and quizzes and coursework. Thinkific is specifically designed that way, but they've upgraded and now they have communities and they have things that are a little bit more social media like. So we have a beautiful combination of a great class platform and a way to keep in touch with each other. So shout out to Spirit for bringing Thinkific our way and bringing all of us together. And then shout out to Thinkific and all the shop witches, because the beauty that you see in front of you, my dear, is not all my hand. I may have put it up on the thing, but many of these things were created by our shop witches just for you guys. So shout out to them. All right. Any other questions about the course portal? This is the online portal and these are the classes.
And I did the conversion and it's not too bad for me because there's no delivery.
Yes. Oh, no shipping, right? Thank goodness. Thank goodness. That's the other thing about the virtual, right? We can get, everyone pays the same rate, whether you're 100 miles away or 5 miles away, which is nice. So I'm just going back now into the dashboard. Okay. So your all products is where you will see all of the classes, all of the downloads, broken down by category, all that stuff. My dashboard is your portal page. And that is going to show you all of the things that you are actually enrolled in. So if you're wondering, did I sign up for that class? You're going to want to check your dashboard. And if you don't see it under my courses, or you don't see it under my communities, then you have not enrolled. Okay, that's very important. When you create your account for Thinkific, you now have an online portal account, but that does not mean that you are enrolled in any classes or in any communities. You will then need to go in and individually decide if you want to participate in those things, okay? Once you do, they're going to be listed under my courses and my communities. On my page, because I created all the courses, I'm enrolled in all of them, but you will only see the ones you're enrolled in. And right in the middle of the course card, you're going to see your progress in that course. So if you're curious about how far you've made it, you are looking for 100%, that means you completed the course. And anything less, like for example, down here, intros to baños, I'm only halfway through. It's going to give you your progress, okay? For all of the courses that you have completed, you will see that you have the option to rate this course. So that is where you leave a review. So if you're ever like, oh, I didn't see the link at the end of the course that said review, that's okay. Just come into your dashboard, find the course or digital download that you want to rate, click on rate this course and review it for your fellow witches. And then you can hit replay course and that will replay the class. You can take it over as many times as you would like. And the beauty about this is that it allows your instructors to update and change class material if need be. So let's say a year from now, Alexis decides that she wants to add some new material into her crystals class because she's got some new stuff that she thinks you need to know about. You may have enrolled in the class a year and a half ago. Guess what? That new PDF, that new course lesson, that updated information you now have access to. You'll be able to come right back, click replay, and watch the new stuff. Okay, and of course you'll receive notifications as well through the portal if that ever happens. So those are the courses. The other really cool part of, we lost the music. Will you bring us back to music? Thanks. I need my background tunes, guys. I was playing Girl from Ipanema, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm just in that vibe. It's 4:20, so let's have the vibes. All right. So now we have the communities, okay? Are we ready to go into the community? Are we ready to go into the Coven community? Now, if you have not enrolled in the Coven community, oh, by the way, just so that you know, I just want to show you one quick thing in the class pages that might also be useful information. Okay, that's what it looks like when you go into the class. The class player will come up. You're going to see over here in the course card, the price of the course, how many lessons are involved. And once there are videos in there, you will also see how many hours of video content. So if you're wondering how long is this class going to be, because sometimes I don't know if I have a whole day for this, right? So if you want to know how long the class is going to be, you can go in there and it will tell you. And then when you come into the class, you will see a free preview, which you're able to watch before you even enroll. Okay. And yeah, that'll give you that information. Okay, so I think we're good. We're ready to go into the Coven community. Are we ready? The new home of the Coven community. Okay, now if I click on See Overview, this is going to give me an overview of what the community is all about. This gives me a breakdown of what you can expect here, what is inside. You have access to the BronxWitch Book Club, access to the Witches of Color support group. There will be posts with discount codes and special codes for merchandise and things like that that other people won't be able to see. There will also be links to live events, to webinars and things like that. Over here on the course card, it tells you how many people are enrolled. So we've got 65 people in the Coven community already. Shout out to you guys for taking advantage and joining for free. Now, if you want to join the Coven community, it's $33.33. That will give you a year's access to everything that happens in this community, okay? And there are already 22 posts in there because you guys have already been talking to each other, posting things and all that good stuff. And again, there is a section at the bottom for reviews of the space. So if you are enjoying the Coven community, if you want to see it thrive, if you want to let other witches know that it's a good space for them, that is where you want to go ahead and rate the Coven community. Let's open the door. All right. Once you are inside of the Coven community, she's cute. She's sleek, you know. She's got her own thing going on and I'm feeling it. The Coven community is a community of solitary witches. So you might be wondering, what is with the quotations everywhere? Okay, we get it, Coven. What is that all about? That was important to me because I wanted it to be clear to folks that this is not an initiatory coven. There is no high priestess here. This is not the Coven of Ali or Alexis or Chelsea. This is not even the Coven of HQ. This is the Coven community. It is a space for solitary witches to come together. None of us are initiated. We are not trying to make a band of witches that all look alike or practice the same or have an allegiance to the same deity or any such thing. We are fiercely independent witches who want to be solitary witches, but also would love to connect with the community and not be alone. Being solitary does not have to mean being alone. So that's the idea of the Coven community. And the quotations are to make sure that people know that this is not an initiatory coven. I actually got some commentary on YouTube from someone who was a little ticked off last week because they said that the coven is not what they were expecting. So I wanted to be clear to people so that there's no misconception. The word coven does carry a lot of weight, and it does typically mean an initiatory body in a lot of different practices. But we are using that word a little bit differently around here, and I just wanted to be clear. This is a safe space and it's a respectful place, okay? So we have witches from all different walks of life. So I do ask that everyone please be respectful of anybody who is in here. If you have any issues, we have a community moderator. Shout out to Nuri, who has been serving as the moderator of the BronxWitch Coven Facebook group, which is now going away. And she is going to be moderating the Coven community. She's done an amazing job over on Facebook. And she was, happy to come on board and help out here. So thank you so much, Nuri. She's in class right now because she's a very busy college student. So she's not able to join us at the moment. But if you see Nuri Mendoza in the commentary, please understand that Nuri is a part of our HQ staff. She speaks on behalf of us and on behalf of the portal space. If she says that something is a no-go, it's a no-go. Please be respectful of her position in the group, okay? And then you can also go to Nuri with questions about the group or anything like that. She's totally knowledgeable. And then we've got over on the left side some important things to know. Your home screen is going to bring you to this main page here. And the main page is going to show you upcoming events, and it's going to show you some posts that are happening that you might be interested in or that are trending and getting a lot of action. The following screen is where you will see all of the notifications that you have chosen to follow. So if you don't want to lose track of a conversation that you're having, you can follow that thread. And anytime someone responds, it will come right here into this window, so you don't have to go looking for it, okay? If you would like to see all of the other members who are here, you can check them out. You'll see some of the instructors and stuff are listed. Most folks here are students. And then there are a few shop witches and readers in the group. This is the event section, and I want to be very careful and clear about the events in this section. These are only virtual events. Okay, I will say that again. These are only virtual events. To avoid any type of confusion, we will not post anything in here that is an in-person event. If you want the links to register for something in person, tickets to an in-person party or something we're doing here at the shop, all of that is going to be back on bronxwitch.com under the in-person side of classes and events, okay? So you can know for sure anything that's listed here is virtual. So if you're wondering, is it available online? The answer is yes. These are only online links. Now, we may be doing something online and in person. That could definitely happen, but you cannot register for the in-person side of things from within the Coven community. You will have to go into the in-person side of the website, okay? And we're just doing it that way so that there's no confusion and people don't get turned around and register for something online that's in person, etc. Now, inside of each event, it's pretty cool. If you click on it, you will get a window that tells you the date and time, shows you some of the people who've expressed an interest in it. When you click that you are interested in an event, that's a really good idea, even if you don't think you can make the event, because once you click interested, that triggers Thinkific to send you notifications about the event. Okay, so if the event gets canceled, if it gets rescheduled, if somebody drops a download or a file, or they add additional information, if you have clicked interested, then you will get a notification. If you haven't clicked interested, then you won't. You'll have to come in and see that. So even if you don't think you can make it to something, I highly recommend that you click interested just so you get updated if things change. All right. The other thing to know about the online event, someone asked, will there be a replay? That is going to depend on the event, and you will be able to find that down in the About section. Okay, you'll see here, we are looking at the April BronxWitch Book Club session, which is going to happen on Monday. fourth Monday of every month at 7 p.m. We'll be talking about the April book, The Calabash of Calories, which is fantastic. Get yourself a copy. And it tells you right here in the description that if you miss the meeting, that's okay. There's going to be a replay available and you can come back here for the replay link. Okay, so the link on this event will change from the active link to somewhere where you can go and watch the replay. But you'll notice on the Witches of Color group, for example, that it says right in the description that these meetings are not recorded for everyone's privacy. This is a BIPOC only space. It is a support group. People are talking about their unique challenges and experiences and sometimes sharing private and personal information. So to make everyone comfortable, I never record those meetings, and that means there is no replay. So if you miss that meeting, you will have to join us for the next one. And it tells you right there that there won't be a replay for that, okay? So if you're wondering whether or not there will be a replay available, the event description should let you know. Questions so far on the home screen, the following members or events? All good? Okay. Below that, we have what Thinkific calls spaces, okay? And we have 5 spaces and we maxed out our 5 spaces. So we can't create any more spaces at the present moment. So if you have ideas for spaces, please do let us know and that'll be a part of our rollout of our next level of features. But we've got 5 different spaces that you might be interested in. The first is the general updates. Over here, you're going to see important things like this is where we will post your special exclusive Coven discount code every month, which you can use for 15% off of classes, off of products in the shop, and coming soon off of readings and services too. You'll be able to use those for tarot readings and things like that. But for now, you can use them in the shop on products and you can use them on classes, all right? So you might want to take advantage of that. And that will typically be pinned up at the top so that you don't miss it. But I encourage you to scroll through, read the comments from your fellow classmates, get to know people. There's a little blurb to the right that tells you exactly what this space is all about. So if you're wondering, what are we talking about in this space? It tells you right under details. And then below that is a link to one of our courses, and those will change periodically. But this is a place to look for links to classes that you may not realize are available or that are relevant to the discussion. The next space is the class discussion. This is a space where you can talk about your experiences. So your reviews are really, really helpful because they actually populate onto the pages. So if you have things that you want to share publicly, I love this class, I think we should take it, I don't think you should take it, I want the world to know, then leave your review right on your class or right on your digital download. But if there's something you want to talk about that doesn't necessarily need to be public to the world, you just want to tell the rest of the Coven community, or you want to tell your instructors, this is the place to do it, okay? Hey, Allie, I really don't like how much you say like in your classes. It's distracting. Hey, can you guys do something about the audio? Oh my gosh, I really love the digital downloads being separate. You always make that available. Okay, this is where you can share your thoughts amongst us about what's happening in the classes, and that allows us to go in and make changes based on your feedback. And then we have questions and complaints. Thank you, Heather. Enjoy. The replay will be available for you if you want to catch up later. Class discussions is where we were. Next is questions and complaints, okay? So questions and complaints is where you can put questions about the portal. It's a safe space for you to, complain about things if there are issues, okay? You can feel free to leave any information here and know that it will not be judged, it will not be criticized or whatever. We genuinely want your feedback. It really matters to us. So that is a space where you can leave that information there. And then finally, we have the BronxWitch Book Club and the Witches of Color support group spaces. The BronxWitch Book Club is open to absolutely everybody. Even if you're not a part of the Coven community, technically, if you can get your hands on the reading list and just want to follow along, knock yourself out. But if you want to participate in the monthly meetings, we meet every 4th Monday at 7 p.m. for a live Zoom discussion very similar to this. And the links to that from now on will only be available here in the Coven community. So you're going to want to come back here for the events. But in between our monthly meetings, you might want to talk about the book. And this is where we can do that. Okay, so folks are already chatting about how they feel about the Calabash of Calories before we meet on Monday. So this is a space to do that. You can also find the 2023 book club list right here. And every single one of the books on the list are available in the HQ shop. If you don't see them available at the moment, just give us some time. We just placed a big order and all of the books that are on the list will be available in the shop if you would like to use your discount code and maybe get it for a little cheaper than you could on Amazon or something. And then the Witches of Color support group, very similar to the book club. This is a space for us to talk in between meetings. The big difference between the Witches of Color support group and the book club is that the Witches of Color support group is not open to everyone. And respectfully, neither is this discussion feed, okay? The Witches of Color support group is a space for BIPOC witches. If you identify as BIPOC and you identify as a witch and you feel that you have experienced some of the unique challenges that BIPOC people or BIPOC witches have experienced, then this is a space for you. And this is a thread where we can talk to each other in between our Zoom sessions. And we ask that if you are non-BIPOC, if you are non-POC, that you show us love by giving us this space to just be, okay? And we very much appreciate it. And I think Cynthia had a hand raised question.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So I need to be able to be a part of that one. I have to go up and hit interested. Is that what I do?
You don't have to hit interested to be a part of it. If you would like to tune into the meeting, all you do is open up and click on the Zoom link at the time of the meeting.
No,
But
for the meeting, I understand, but for this to be able to post in this part.
you just post.
Oh,
So then at the top where it says write a post.
okay.
Yeah.
No, go back again where it said write a post.
See up there at the top where there's a spot that says write a post in WOC support group.
Okay.
You would click there.
Okay. So how does that stop other people from posting if they're not
It
a
doesn't.
part of that? Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't. Nope. We're asking everyone to be respectful. We're all adults here. And
Mhm.
I feel fairly certain that the people who have come into this space know whether or not they are BIPOC.
Okay. And so I have one other question to ask, and I'm just gonna ask the other people on here not to laugh at me, okay? No
judgment.
judgment here. Now, Allie knows this about me, but the rest of y'all are gonna be like, "Oh my God, where has she been? Is she a dinosaur or what?" But I have never had social media. I mean, I had YouTube, but I've never had Facebook. I've never had Instagram. I've never had any of this stuff. Now, I was going to in the other part under the Welcome Witches, I don't know if that was the name of it or what. I was going to say something to Ahmad, but I couldn't figure out how. So I didn't. But today, when I looked at my phone, I had a thing and it said BronxWitch HQ in my inbox, and it said Ahmad K commented on your post and whatever, and I was like, but I didn't do anything, that I know my mind didn't do it. But when I clicked on it, it was actually your post, Allie. So that was kind of strange.
So let me help you out there, Cynthia. So in your account, like I mentioned at the start, you are going to want to go into your settings and play around with your notifications. The reason why you received an email is because the automatic setting for notifications is to send an email whenever you complete a course, every week for progress, and whenever anybody responds to you. So if you would prefer not to receive emails, then you are going to need to go into your account and change your settings. And then when you got that email, the reason why you got it is because there was a response that you were interested in. And when you opened it, the reason why it was my post is because my post was the original post. And then the response from Ahmad was in response to that post. All right, so you may not be able to see that from the email, The email is just notifying you that someone has responded to you.
No, it did. It said go to post.
Mhm.
And then I went to the post and it was a comment that you had made to him
Mhm.
underneath. And so then I was wondering why I received it.
Yeah, so that means either you liked a post or you are a part of the group. You're going to need to go into your individual settings and take a look at what you have set up, which is automatic, and make any changes you want to your notifications. Okay, because sometimes we don't want to get notified for every single response that happens on a thread, but that's going to be the default setting that you're set up to. So if you want fewer notifications, you don't want to get notified every time someone responds to something, you're going to want to go into your account and change your notifications.
Okay, and then I also want to have ask one other question really fast. Should my thing say the and then a at sign QUOT and something else, then Coven in the at sign QUOT?
Yeah,
And
dear,
there's some-
that just means that the screen that you're looking at doesn't pull up the quotation marks as a symbol, and it's just writing it out.
Okay, all
It's
right.
just a computer thing.
Well, since I've never had any of all this stuff, and
Yes.
I'm trying to figure this stuff out, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, what is that? You know?
Right.
All
So
right.
one of the best places for you to drop anything like that is right here in the questions and complaints section. This is a great place for you to post any questions that you have specific to your account or your experience with the online platform. And then we can give you in-depth information about your account and what you're experiencing, okay?
Yeah.
Sound good?
That's cool. Yeah, I just thought I'd ask those two things right here because I just didn't know.
Yes, I think we got you. So if I think that clears it up, okay, you want to change your notifications to tailor exactly what emails you get from the system. And then you also just want to realize that the Coven community with the quotations might not show up the same on every device or things like that. And I like to use my desktop. It's one of the better views, I think, but if you're on your phone, sometimes things might show up a little bit weird. But if you have any questions like, whoa, that looks strange, I don't think it's supposed to do that, you can come into the Coven community, go to questions and complaints, and just drop your question right down there. And myself or one of the other shop witches or Nuri will get back to you.
I assumed it was okay, and that I'm just not used to social media, and with that being on my phone, you know, I assumed I was good.
Are like weird, like I don't know why they don't synchronize everything, but like if you go on an iPad, you'll have completely different layouts and buttons and stuff than somebody on their phone on the same site. It's a little bit strange, but if you are ever lost, this is the space to ask, and we'll make sure you get to the right place, okay?
Thank you much.
You are so welcome, my dear. Does anybody else have any questions about the Coven community, the page specifically, or how to interact with it? All right. Does everyone understand that they can now go into their account and into their settings and change their notifications and things like that? All right, good. Okay. So that brings me to the future of HQ. When I went live the other day, I talked a little bit about some of the things that we want to bring you in the online platform that we're really, really excited about. And this is going to be very, very much dependent on how you guys respond and interact with the space. There are things that we want to upgrade to give you more flexibility, more access to. And I know that we are going to get there. The question is just sort of like, how quickly can we get there? How much do you guys want to see these things? So a few things that we can upgrade to bring you guys that are not available right now. And this is where your feedback in the community is going to really, really help, because you can let us know whether or not we should bother making these things available, or maybe you don't even want them. One of the things we want to make available to you guys is tiered pricing and membership bundling. So for the classes, for the communities, etc., we want to give you the option to like opt in and out of certain things. Like maybe you want to take a class, but you don't want to download the ebook. You should maybe pay a little bit less than somebody who does want to download the ebook, right? And when we upgrade, we'll have the ability to give you like pricing options that let you tailor your experience even more. We'll also be able to give you bundle deals. The battery, oh, the battery just died on the selfie stand. Oh, finally. I was wondering when it was going to die. Okay. We will be able to give you bundle deals, membership bundle deals. So that means you can pick things that you like and put them together and get like deals on that. Another thing that is in the future of the portal that we want to make available to you are live webinars and Zoom sessions. So right now, you guys went into the events and you clicked on this link and then it brought you into Zoom, right? In the future, we will be able to actually broadcast right from in the community portal. So right on this screen that you are looking at where it says, welcome to the Coven, and you see the news feed, we'll be able to broadcast right into the community portal. So you won't have to leave and go into another like third-party app or worry about, do I have Zoom on this device? Do I have YouTube on this device, or whatever your instructor is using for their lives? We'll be able to broadcast it right inside of the community, which is super, super cool. Okay. Other things that we'll be able to give you access to, I think the really well, there's a couple cool ones. One is your instructors will be able to engage with you even more. You will see on every lesson that there is a discussion board. So you're able to chat about the discussion. I didn't really like this chapter. I have questions. I didn't understand. You went too fast. Can you repeat? Blah, blah, blah. So you can talk to your instructor from right within your classes. But you might want to have like one-on-one time with your instructor. Maybe you feel like you need some one-on-one tutoring or some one-on-one mentorship. The future of the online portal is going to allow you to set that up and have one-on-one time with instructors. The future of the portal is also going to allow us to invite guest instructors, and I'm very, very excited about that. We are a pretty mighty coalition of witches, but we all also know really great witches. And we know some folks that are like elders and things like that who are not on the internet, who don't have Instagrams. I'm thinking about people like Lady Rhea and Star Ravenhawk of the Wiccan Family Temple, who are here in New York, who are elders in the community, but are older and are not necessarily super tech savvy. Our goal is to reach out to them and get them to share their knowledge here in the Coven platform. And the next iteration of the platform is going to allow us to do that in a way that's really easy. Okay, because some of them have mobility issues, some of them are really busy and cannot physically get here. And so the next iteration of the online portal will allow us to actually live stream feeds from guest instructors, okay? So that's gonna be super cool. And then probably the most exciting thing is the next version of the online portal is going to include an app. Yes, BronxWitch HQ Online will be an app. And from the app, you will be able to control your notifications, take your classes, jump into the Coven community, respond to posts and feeds, watch lives, do all of that good stuff right from your app. Why is that different? Now, obviously, you know, Cynthia was talking about like, oh, the difference of like the social media platforms and stuff like that. Maybe you're not really big into apps, and I totally understand that. One of the benefits of having the app on your phone is you don't have to get into a web browser, go to bronxwitch.com, and then go into the portal, right? And I know it probably doesn't seem like a lot of extra steps. It's like, oh, it's just some buttons that I click, but I don't know about you. If I click 2 buttons and then there's 2 more, sometimes I don't make it to button 3 and button 4. You know what I mean? We're busy, we're easily distracted. We've got like 7-second time, you know, attention spans. And it's important for us to make things as easy and accessible as possible, not have to click through to go to a bunch of different things. The other reason why the app might be really interesting to you is because your app communicates with your phone in a way that websites do not. So your app is something that you can control from your phone. So like Cynthia was pointing out, maybe you don't want an email when somebody responds to you. Maybe you want a little pop-up on your phone screen that says, hey, Anthony just responded to me. An app is going to allow you to sync up with the notifications of your phone, and you won't have to keep checking the Coven community to see if someone responded to you or if things have been changed, et cetera, et cetera. So we're really excited about that. I know that that is happening. I know that we are upgrading and leveling up. And the question really is just, when do we do that? So your feedback is going to help. As you get to know the site, please let us know, hey, you know what? y'all need to make this app thing happen right now, because I'm tired of coming to bronxwitch.com to get in here. If that's how you feel, let us know. Okay, that's going to let us know, okay, when we roll out these new features, the app needs to be top of the list, right? Or maybe you really don't care about the app, you just want to see guest instructors. So that maybe is where we want to focus our attention on, making sure that we find really great guest instructors and that we make it easy for them to broadcast live to you. So all of this type of feedback is super helpful as we gear up for our next level up. And the time frame on the level up really is up to you guys. If the classes that we have currently made available are selling, they are interesting to you, you guys are enrolling, you're taking them, you're ready for the next one, that's going to tell us, okay, you know what? Maybe we can't make protection candles this week. Maybe we got to make sure we're making the next class on the online portal because everybody's asking for it and they've already taken what's available and they're ready for the next class. Okay, so your engagement in the space is going to help us know when and where we should be putting our attention and when we should make new features available to you. All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
So my question is, in terms of class, I'm thinking about the progression. So are all the, for example, the introductory courses, are going to be done like maybe within a year, and the next year you plan to do the next level up?
No. So an intro class, is just a 30 to 90 minute module. So the next class in that course will be available soon. We're certainly not talking about years at all.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, for example, the herbal journal course, the first class in that course is available. The intro to herbalism class is about a 45-minute long class with a download and a visual presentation. And this weekend, Chelsea's going to be teaching the Healing the Heart, which is the second class in that course, here in person at BronxWitch HQ. And then shortly after that, we will make plans to sit and record the class into a virtual version, and then it will become available on the site and you will be notified.
Okay.
Yeah, so once a class is happening here at HQ, you can pretty much be certain that we are already working on turning it into a virtual version.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, we don't want you guys waiting that long at all. And then if you are interested in a class that is on the calendar but hasn't yet been completed, such as the Intro to Baños or the Sex Magic for Vulva Owners, when you click on the course overview, you will see a countdown that tells you how many days we think it's going to take before that class is fully available. All right. Hope that answers your question. You go, Witch.
Yes, it did.
Okay, good. All right. So I think that is everything about the course portal, you guys. Definitely enjoy the classes that are available. And you know where to go to let us know what you think about it. Leaving reviews is so important. So if for some reason when you're done with your course, you miss that little email that says, click here to rate this class, you can always come back to your class and click on rate this course. And that will allow you to leave a review. It's going to look something like this. You can tell us the title of your review, share your thoughts, and then click on the stars and submit your review. And then you will see that up on the site. Hashtag Witches Helping Witches. The next witch is going to see it and know whether or not this is the right space for them.
And Allie, as a member of the portal, like once you're in there and you've bought your little subscription, can you go back and watch the course that you took? Like if you need to watch a refresher to review it?
Yeah,
Okay.
You might have missed that at the start when I mentioned any class that you have taken, you are going to see rate this course, and then you're going to see replay this course. See that? See replay course? Yeah, so you're just going to click replay course, and that will allow you to replay it over and over and over again. Any other questions? Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I am proud of you guys. This is very much a collective effort. I am very proud of you guys, especially those of you who've been hanging in there, because we've moved to places like, y'all remember Fanbase? Remember we were on Fanbase for a minute? Like some of y'all are new. Some of y'all who've been in the room We have been everywhere. We have gone to YouTube. We've gone to Instagram. We've gone to Fanbase. We went to Facebook. We've been everywhere looking for the right place for us to be able to do everything. And I don't know, Betty, I would say this is it. Like, this allows us to do all of the talking to each other stuff that the Facebook group was cool for, as well as all the educational stuff that YouTube was kind of good for. Now we really have it. And all of these classes that you've been asking me for, that I've been promising I'm working on, I now can put all of my energy into them and get them up on the portal for you guys. So
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
it's-
I'm waiting on that tarot. You
I
it.
know. You did you see it's coming?
Mhm.
Did you see? Let me
I've
show
been
you.
studying.
Have you? So we've got, let's see, it's probably on the third page. Let's scroll back. All right, so 3 classes that are available for pre-order right now. We have my Making Incense Cones for Magic. I'm going to be teaching this class again for a virtual conference that is being held by Elohim Lefar called the Sorcery Hour in mid-May. And once I do that, I'm going to record that for you guys. This is a class I've taught a couple of times now in different places. It's a lot of fun. It's a live demonstration. If you've ever wanted to learn how to make your own incense cones, I talk to you all about making it and show you how to do that. I've got my tarot course coming along, and this is going to be an entire course, which is going to have multiple classes. And the first class, Intro to Tarot, is underway. Okay. And we also have my Intro to Meditation Masterclass. I taught this for the first time last year. I think Betty participated.
I'm like, do I want to take the course again?
Yes, you might, because I am going to re-record everything. So it's not going to be the recording from our original classes. I'm going to re-record, which means I'm going to go through my materials again. And what happens when you go through your materials? You realize you need to make some changes. So I'm going to update everything. So you might consider taking it again. If you are, I would consider getting it for the pre-order. That way you lock in the lowest possible price, so that no matter what happens, you have it for that price, especially considering that you took it before. You definitely want to get in there for the lowest, lowest price. Okay. So this is going to be the 90-minute workshop, as well as 7 days of sadhana. So when we did this together, we got up at 6 a.m. And okay, we got up at 6 a.m. every day for a whole week. We came together, did breath work and meditation.
But it was easy then because it was COVID.
Yes.
Now everything's open, and
yes, we had no choice. We were dying to come together at 6 a.m. We were like,
Oh.
yes, please, my
Oh.
God, something,
Yeah.
right? We loved it. It was a lot of fun. You guys got to learn about different types of meditation and breath work. And the idea with that masterclass is to give you the foundations and then kickstart you with like a group activity. You know what I mean? Because you can learn about meditation, but then like, do you go and do it? But if somebody's holding you accountable and is like, okay, you need to show up every day for the next 7 days, we're going to meditate, that can really help you. So that's what that masterclass is all about. And I'm re-recording all of those exercises, re-recording everything. And it's probably going to be, when the class does become available, it's probably going to be a drip course, which means that each of the 7 sadhana modules will probably be released to you one by one. So rather than being able to watch them all at once, it will probably be released to you just to keep everybody accountable. You know what I mean? Make sure you get up every day, So that'll be fun. So yeah, so that's what it looks like when a class is on the way. Kind of to go back to Anthony's question, when it's a pre-order, there's no date. It's being worked on. We don't know. But a class that has registration open, that is no longer in pre-order, you can lock it in at this price. This is going to tell you in the countdown how long we think it's going to take. We'll probably get them up sooner, but this is basically the longest it will take us to get everything edited and ready and up for you. All right. Back to the dashboard. Any questions, guys? It's 5:55.
Very good presentation.
Yeah. Questions?
Yeah, I had put a question when you were talking about tarot. It brought a question to me, and I just was wondering, what is the name of that deck that you showed us that you were in?
I'll put it in the chat. It's called the Key Tarot by Scarlett Ravenswood and Jamie Gold. They designed the deck. It's beautiful. And I am pretty certain that if you go to thekeytarot.com,
Mm-hmm.
and type in Alley 5 or Alley 10. One of the two, these are my usual codes with people, should get you $5 off of the deck.
Okay, thank you.
You are so welcome. Try both codes. I think it's Alley 5.
And when you teach your tarot class, which deck do you want us to have?
Don't even worry. Don't even worry. There'll be plenty of time for that. Any deck, it's going to be a Rider-Waite-Smith based class. So any Rider-Waite-Smith deck will probably be just fine. Shout out to the people at Wiser. I told them I was teaching the class and they hooked me up with 5 brand new sets of their Wiser deck that I love from last year's drop. And so I'm still deciding what's going to happen with those decks. So some folks who are taking the class might actually be provided with their deck. But there will definitely be plenty of decks on the shop website if you want to order from there. And we actually just placed a big order for some cool new decks that we'll have in store. So definitely check the website.
Okay, thank you.
Fine. And you'll get plenty of information in the course content. So if you enroll in it now, anything that happens, including updates to the description, you'll get notified about. So you might consider pre-ordering and enrolling now.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. I think it's too much. Yeah. We're putting candles on the shelf and we put like all of them and it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, like no, let's try to stick with the rows of colors. Yeah, because that's the rest will go in the closet. Yeah. We're making the shop pretty. All right, guys, any questions? I think that's all. Me and the Shop Witches are going to go back to celebrating this beautiful launch. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. Cheers. Happy new moon. Happy 420. However you are celebrating, happy launch day. Please do poke around in the portal, get comfortable, get to know it, and go into the Coven community and leave your questions in there if you have any trouble or if you feel like you need some help or anything like that, okay? And we'll see you in class. All right.
Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you
guys.
for showing us.
Yep, cheers. I'm happy to support.
Thank you for being here. Hashtag Witches Helping Witches.
Yep.